of Philadelphia starts to rear its ugly head, at least on the sides of the traffic that we have coming up. And here we go, locking down our character picks. Already scrapping is our losers semi-match. Houdini versus Key, King Dedede, and Yoshi. And already Key looking for a spike takeout because, I mean, if the Yoshi expended their double jump, they're definitely free to do that. Great use of that command grab as well. That could be something like we saw from Key's earlier matchup. Be a very stifling factor for Houdini, especially one that has to get in so close. If he can really time those moments where he uses that command grab, it can really be a big thorn in the side of Houdini here. Tries to reverse command grab, none taking, and he goes, no spike hit, but close enough to that blast zone all the same. Houdini showing the prowess of the Yoshi and using the glide of the command grab, knowing it was coming, or saw that it was there, not knowing it was coming out, but using the wind box to move in and get the 1-2-3 hit of that bear, finding all of its marks. But speaking of all of its mark, finding purchase, the up air from Key will be the backbone to that blast hit of that back air. Will be a big equalizer. For Key has to now escape those up air strings. Nair does the job for Key, and another back away forward tilt. Rolling away from Yoshi's pressure. Has a little bit of breathing room, but he goes for the roll attack. Leaves himself vulnerable, and now Houdini is starting to bite away at the ground control that he had. Challenges Egg with Gordo, and it just sent flying through it. I think it was the hammer hit before the Gordo got sent out. Gets the command grab in. Gordo sent packing. It has to be the King by himself. Does the King get the job done? Not just yet. Going to survive the Nair. Tries to find his way in. He is on regrab. That's why Gordo is established, but popped in the skies and sent that Penguin very surprisingly to those skies. Knows that he doesn't fly, but this is your new home now, says Houdini. Great use of down air, recognizing and pop them upward just enough where he can get that nair in. Houdini, a well-practiced Yoshi, but he, obviously one of his more tried and true characters here. Knows the DDD in and out as well. Gordo shielded, back air just missing the spot. Nair breaks him out, and surprise! There goes a stock claim. And with the command grab, putting the back pedal right now on Houdini, tilt attack coming in. He is feeling the swing back in his corner. Even though the corner is all he has to work with right now, reverses the tables, but goes again for the roll hit. Command grab just pulled in Yoshi just enough. Could not get the track down on the roll from Houdini. Find purchase with a tilt attack, I believe. And now I think Houdini all too wise of the landing nair hit. Close-up interactions, different story as he gets a grab. Gordo, wow, that egg just, it had to be the last frame before it reflected, led into that up air string. And Houdini correcting the record, even though Key was claiming momentum there, was able to seal the deal. Round one going in his favor, but again, with the way that we have our lower seeds, momentum swings are going to be a lot more effective. So watch out and see if Key can pull this out going into this round two. Especially with Key probably being the one with the stage picks here. Obviously off the back of Houdini's bans, but we'll see what he's most comfortable with. As we get round two of our loser semis underway, it will be on Final Destination that we saw before. This is comfort, if anything. Obviously nowhere to run to, so it does help Yoshi a little bit in that regard. So it really has to be if he can get things rolling for himself in these first interactions. Right now does have the Yoshi off stage with the bear second time around. As a fair going to challenge the jump and landing No accidents there, even though it looks like he tripped and fell. It was all planned and very turning the momentum of this set on a dime on its head. Key with the first advantage in this round 2. See if he keeps it up or if he wants to play a little bit of a retreat game. A little bit more use of Gordo. But knows when he has to apply the pressure and move in. Second trip around, Houdini knows to just evade and avoid that. Backing off with the very advantage moment that he has Yoshi with the drifting there. My apologies, I got hung up on the words, but Yoshi has a pretty good horizontal movement there. That's what I was trying to say. So he's able to not only drift in and out to push as many combos as he has to his fullest extent, but he can escape pressure that his opponent is applying much more solidly and much more safely. And we do see a stock claim coming in there from Houdini in earnest, but he was too far away for the snap the ledge, and even Key has the no head shake there. As even he knows that was not supposed to happen. Let's see if Houdini can pick up this stock and hopefully correct the record. Breaks away from the nair with the double jump. Sends him out with Bear. Gets a redirect on Gordo, unfortunately, and has to back off on pressure because it was latched to that ledge. Pops him up on the egg. Second egg. Great patience there from Key. Backs away from Gordo. Great command grab use of his own. Enough mashing out. And another command grab lead in. But he has to get this stock claim right here, right now, and it does so. Amazing equalization there from Houdini. As we're seeing a lot more usage of that neutral B there for Houdini. He can pick up on it. See if the tides can turn here. Goes in for running grab fair. And Gordo might get the job done. No, very unexpected flash there from the game, but on stage control. After a DBC trade in the skies, another rollout attack will give another victory to Key. That is so unfortunate after a collision in the skies. Now Houdini's the one that is slowly gaining momentum, recognizing that the command grab of Yoshi is starting to prove a very effective linchpin here. We'll see if he relies on it and potentially overuses it, or if it's just going to be enough where he can't get around it, as Hollow Bastion going to be the pick here. I'm almost certain this is both comfort and what Yoshi's rely. If their tri-plats are nowhere in sight, this is a good pick for Yoshi. So Houdini very wisely after the bans from Key, and very wisely knowing the full extent of his combos before the grab attempt there from Key. It was everything turning up Houdini, 71 to basically 20 on the Yoshi. Waiting for the pop out, but great weight on the mash from Key to avoid the down air attempt. Racking up the multi-hit damage and as much damage as possible. Great job avoiding it. No tech, but still surviving. That down smash is Key right now. I was just waiting for Gordo to stop bouncing. Stayed out there a little longer, I think both players expected. Didn't want to errant redirection to hit Key there. Houdini giving up a lot of ground game, a lot of in the skies game, and that's why we just see the not so wild actually up smash. Going to be the stock claimer here for Key. The early interactions of this round 3. But now very surprisingly forced off stage, looking to get around Gordo, and he backs off knowing that he pulled it out at the right time. And another command grab from Key. Going to shut down Houdini's advancements, but a redirection on Gordo gives him new life in that regard. Around Gordo with A, goes full hit bear, 1, 2, 3. Can he finally get the pressure on? No, he kind of went under King Dedede and fell off stage. Up air will take it on main stage, 172. options are with the fresh stock. Sort of nothing coming together, unfortunately. Houdini playing very patiently and just shielding out that Gordo and shielding out that up tilt at the same time. Playing very defensively, at least on shield. Not giving up Yoshi's placement on stage compared to his opponent. Making sure Yoshi is within range to go full in your face as possible, if not in range already. Looking for the drag down bear into forward smash, not finding the mark. But still, momentum solidly right back in Houdini's corner after that round 2. Now in this round 3, Houdini solidly back in it, and also after that stock claim from Key there, and sent to the depths of Hollow Bastion. Fell down the side, and even Sora saying, "Yeah, buddy, I'm not coming down to pick you up. You got to start all over." Houdini with a fantastic equalizer in terms of a spike. Looking potentially for a second one before he pulled out that Gordo and had to back off yet again. Running off a flawless and Yoshi there, but finally an up tilt will put some marks on the dinosaur. We'll see if he can get him fossilized, or if dinosaurs become the prime predator. Forward tilt again, a big gun in the toolkit of Key right now, but it's getting walled out by the combo string nature of Yoshi. Command grab, just going for full damage, goes to the footstool down, air dodge. That couldn't have been expected, it had to go off the mash. Now he's on re-grab too, but Houdini backed off just a tiny bit, could not get back to that ledge in time. Good quick grab into back throw, but again, betting it all, expecting a low recovery. And reversal, fair, challenges fair, and just squeaking out the connection is King Dedede's fair. And I don't think, I think Houdini was off of that Gordo throw. I think he was expecting the King Dedede to fall off stage, but King Dedede was on stage and he ran away with it. But Houdini fighting back in there. It was not a footstool. I thought it was a footstool for a second. Double shark hit. Will that be enough? Yes, it will. And Key forces the rubber match to go his way. And Houdini getting laughs from the crowd while feigning his false frustrations as he throws his hands up at Aloe and TJ13 out there. But still laughing it off all the same.
Yoshi.
I think we're getting some smack talk in here, actually. Never mind, friendly speed, dang.
3, 2, 1, go!
We'll see if the gloves are off here in this round 4, as Houdini again applying that early starting pressure. But already off stage for both players. Houdini, as I was saying it, and then Key as I was finished saying it. They get kind of wild off stage, don't they? Command grab in the sky is not working. That's just going to lead into a drift in fair. And again, this is what we expect, you know, a combo character versus a heavy character. We're going to see the damage just be just thrown onto Keys and King Dedede's face. This is the mark on the roll. Hops away from the fair very wisely. Second time around, different story. Second verse not the same as the first. Early advantage to Houdini in this round 4, looking to push for that game 5. And that's why we see the patience come out in spades right now for Houdini. Sour spot up smash. Sure. Hopping around the egg, just gets met with that up tilt of all things. Fair. Does he have a jump? Oh my god. Almost a spark hit there, but we were on first stocks, but Very stunner hit from the King Dedede, and he, again, when you got to be a little bit more assured in those command grab attempts. Okay, go neutral B. Why not? Almost pulled it off. But the multi-hit dare coming in so clutch for Houdini. Leading in with Fair, Nair, and Bear there as Houdini trying to get something started on the shielding King Dedede. Nair finding its mark. And again, another rollout. Enough interference from the egg, shuts down the edge guarding attempt, and just careening from left to right there. Houdini, again, just blinking, you'll miss it now in control. On stage, King Dedede finding no purchase of attacks. Shark finally coming in with a fair hit. Ground game established for Key and snags it away. At least on final stocks here, potentially. He claims the first one. We'll see what the option is. Expending the Gordo and recognizing, again, with the inhale, whether it lands or not, it's his moment to strike. Houdini evening things up, 32% tacked on to the Yoshi, however, and now just goes full hop of all things. Has time to pull out the dare. Down there yet again, looking for the silencer, the be-all, end-all there in that fair. Has to do a little bit more to get that one past Key. Mashes, avoids the egg. Nice little pullback on Mash, too. I think, you know, he could have popped out a little bit earlier, but he decided to just let his free-falling egg avoid the catapulted egg out there. Just misses the Gordo on get up two. Another missed opportunity on the command grab, but he still gets an F-tilt. Back air. Gotta be careful of those back airs when your opponent is nowhere in sight. Gets the mash out. Hopping a little too much. Maybe lingering a little too long in those skies. Houdini recognizing that. Air dodges the plat. Redirects Gordo. Beautiful air dodge there from Houdini. Back air. Surviving by the skin of his teeth is Houdini. Had an opportunity to take it all there. And now Key's the one off stage. Redirects Gordo. Second attempt with egg. Let's get back in. Second Gordo attempt because of the no second egg rather. Has to get back. Avoids Gordo with the invuln on that ledge. Finally finds his way through. Serpentines through with back air. Opportunity has to be here and now. Gordo trades with egg, but the bigger of the hits is the Gordo. Has to shield through the egg, and Key advances on it. Back pedals, however. Relying on Gordo more than King Dedede himself. And it gives the way for Houdini to get in that back air and force us to that Game 5 for our loser semifinal match. Unbelievable fortitude, and I think that's why we see Houdini nearly downing his entire Poland Spring out there. He needs all the hydration he can get because that was a war of attrition, that Game 4. Hard fought, but still well fought. Again, one of the more well-practiced Yoshis in the tri-state area, which is why we see this Game 5 going to be coming at your screens in a moment here. Both of these guys locking down their mental games, their mental states as well. And here we go. This is the be-all, end-all for one of these players in our No Jawns 5 tournament today. Will it be the King getting back his crown? Will he claim the throne and advance on a loser side? Or will the King of all dinosaurs, at least in the Mario universe, in Yoshi, be the King to seal the deal? And it seems like the King is going to be, at least right now, in Yoshi. He says, move aside, T-Rex. I'll hold it down right now. I am now the King of the dinosaurs. And he is still steamrolling, still looking to apply that pressure. A sub 30-second stock claim makes this a Mount Everest now to climb for Key, especially with how Houdini is just moving away and playing the long game. And just recognizing when he moves into that mid-range and utilizing, almost had the correct read on that pop out of shield. But that pop out of shield nair is so quick. It's about like 7 to 10 frames, just not enough for an up smash to come out in time. Survives narrowly right there on ledge. Goes in one for the 1-2 hit multi-jab. And has to send the full extension of every egg, and he expended all his eggs a little too far away from stage. And that might be what he needs to turn this back and turn the tides in his favor. He goes full leg. Oh my gosh, an amazing quick jump and air dodge from Houdini to avoid the brunt of the damage that could have been applied there. And an up smash will seal the deal on that second stock. It is now or never here for Key. But we did see a, it did come the way of Houdini by himself, but a stock claim did benefit Key here. And now running over with the combo, just misses the connection. Misjudges the positioning on that dash attack. Back air, though, finding purchase. Goes in high instead of potentially staying more relegated to that the main stage platform. Can't find purchase on back air. Second back air a little bit mitigated by that egg. He got hit out of the heavy armor out of the jump. Let's see what the option is. Had to land, so he thought an interference with gyro would do it, shielding for the Gordo, rather. Sorry if I've been saying gyro instead of Gordo. We've been seeing a lot of all three things here. Wow, went for the shield break, bet it all on black, and it turned up red. And hopefully it won't turn up red for Houdini's chances right now. Able to avoid the multitude of grab attempts here that Key was throwing at him. Going for short hops. Did pin him enough in shield. Goes for a neutral air into fair. I think it was sour spot fair if all that connected. Made him drift with the command grab attempt. Again, that win box, when you're that close, it's just going to push Yoshi right behind, and he is free to do whatever he wants to that king. Gordo way too low to provide any sort of help. Run in almost calculated by Houdini, but was able to pop up shield in time for the jump nair. Key with the stage control. Redirects Gordo with egg. Just missing the mark on the trip attack. And the back air will do it. Houdini seemingly grabbing it out of nowhere, out from the clutches, and Key still smiling even though he is sent out. Hard-fought match, so he knows that was a well-fought match, and a little excitement from both of our venues here, or both of our tournaments right now, but both Houdini and Key knows that was a well-deserved victory, as both Key was walking away with that with a